Hello, guten Abend und willkommen. Good evening and welcome. I thank you to take this opportunity to give this Nebula talk today on how to be a competent in German A1 as a new entrant and what are the most frequent and commonly used asked questions in Germany when you are either going to study or going for work related purposes. So, first to begin with, I would like to say that of late, in past coming years, we have seen a rise of lot of studying opportunities and work opportunities open in European market, especially Germany. The universities are offering a diversional courses to all the students across the globe. So are the working sectors open their jobs and employment for the people worldwide. So German definitely is becoming the new hub and the new attraction for work and study. So, yes, so what do you think? Studying in German, so if you visit Germany, do you think you should know the language? Yes, the key answer is yes. You should know the language. Maybe your course would be in German, it would not be in German language. The work that you are offered would not be in German language, it would be of your regional language in English. Your course would be in English, but German language will always help you to go about, to live in, finding a house, to go in a supermarket and to buy things, to have an appointment with a doctor. And plus having knowing the language will also give you an additional benefit of getting a better job experience, a better job opportunity, better universities. You will be, the students will be picked up from better universities if they have a B level of certifications. There are even few universities in Germany who offer scholarships to the students who know the B1 language of grammar and German. So studying German is essential to live, and to live in Germany, to explore Germany, and to have a good career and to have a good studying experience in Germany. And in today's session, I'm going to talk about the questions that are most frequently and commonly used in Germany, and in the German language, which helps you around to ease out with the day-to-day activities. So I would be sharing a small presentation with you, and I would then like to start it with it. Yeah. So guten Tag and willkommen. So the topics for today that we are discussing would be the common FAQs, that are the common facts questions for daily use in Germany, how to use them correct, and of course a Q&A session by the audience. Okay. So now these are the common FAQs that will be used on daily purposes in Germany as a new entrant to the German country, right? So, any person meeting you for the first time, these would be your common questions, what you will be needing to answer. The first one is, Wie geht es Ihnen? Which simply means, how are you? The second question is, whenever a stranger asks us, we meet a stranger for the first time, we of course ask the stranger for its name. So we ask it as, Wie ist Ihr Name? Oder wie heißen Sie? Then, to break the ice from the conversation, we will ask the person, where do you live? So the question is, wo wohnen Sie? The person answers and you go on to the conversation. You would want to know more about the person. So you ask the person, what do you do? Was machen Sie is literally, what do you do? And then when you are at a bus stop, when you are at a train station, you need to ask somebody, when is the next train? So then this would be wann kommt der Zug. Okay, so like in English as well, we always have our basic questions of how, when, where, who. These are also the basic common questions in German language that are used in Germany for daily uses. So, the first one is whenever we meet a new person, what are the common questions we ask the new persons, right? We will begin with the name of the person and then we always ask about how is he or she doing, right? So, the first question that goes in is, wie ist Ihr Name? Which literally translates to what is your name. So your answer to that would be mein Name ist Priyanka. The other way to ask the same question is wie heißen Sie, which also translates to what is your name. The way to answer it is different than how we have answered this question. The answer would be ich heiße Priyanka. Yes, your greetings are done. Now, you would of course want to ask the person how is he or she doing. The common way to ask is wie geht es Ihnen? Translated to how are you? The reply you would be giving is ich bin gut, danke. Yes, can we go further with the next slide? Okay, so now the first question is wo, which translates to where. Right? Now, the few commonly used questions related to wo would be where do you live? Where can I find a bus or a train? Or where do you come from? Right? So, the first question is wo wohnen Sie? Which is where do you live? So, this literally is thing like ich wohne in Bangalore, which says I live in Bangalore. So now if you are in Germany, there are a lot of foreigners. So you would and if you find the person is not of the German origin, you would want to ask the person, where are you coming from? Right? Because his identity or his originality is not from Germany. So we ask the person, woher kommen Sie? Woher kommen Sie? Which is where do you come from? So the reply you can give is ish translates to I. So ich komme aus Indien. Indian is India, of how Germans say Indians to Indian. Okay. Now you are being settled in Germany, but you have to move about in your day-to-day livings to get your groceries, to catch a train, or maybe visit a friend in a restaurant. So then the question goes is, wo ist der Supermarkt? Oder wo ist das Hotel? Where is the supermarket or where is the hotel? The reply the person can give is, Supermarkt finden Sie hier in der Schillerstraße. Supermarket, you can find the supermarket on the Schiller Street, or the hotel is on the Schiller Street. Yes. Yes. Okay. So again, if I have to revise it, it is wo wohnen Sie? Ich wohne in Bangalore. Woher kommen Sie? Where do you come from? Ich komme aus Indien. The next commonly used wo is to find locations, which is wo is der Supermarkt oder wo ist das Hotel. So the answer to is Supermarkt oder Hotel finden Sie hier in der Schillerstraße. Yes. So the wo is done. The next question we have is now where. Right? Now we will begin. We go to the next question, which is where. So we are done with wo, we go to where. Where is who of German. So we can ask a person, who is your friend, or who are your parents, right? Or Who can give me a chocolate? Right? So where is nothing but who. So where is your math lehrer, which translates to who is your maths teacher? So the answer would be my math lehrer ist Herr Bruckmann. So which translate to my maths teacher is Mr. Bruckmann. Okay. The next question you can ask is where sind ihre Eltern? Who are your parents? So meine Mutter heißt Padmini und mein Vater heißt Prakash. These literally translate to who are your parents. So you will definitely say my mother's name is Padmini and my father's name is Prakash, right? The second question is where. Where, which is who ate the pizza? So where is the pizza? Maria is the pizza. Now you can, okay. So then you can answer it. Yeah, Maria is the pizza. Right? So we are done with the two questions wo and wo hai. Right? So wo is where and where is who. Now what is the next commonly used question, which is was? What? Right? We always want to know why this thing, what is this thing, what can I do next, right? So the first and very commonly used question with was is was machen Sie. Whenever you meet a stranger, to this is a conversation breaker or an ice breaking question. Was machen Sie, which says what do you do. So if you're gone as a student, your answer can be Ich studiere in der Uni, and you can tell the name of your university. Or if you're working in German, you can say Ich arbeite bei Audi. This is the name of the company where you or will be working. Then if you have made new friends in German, the friends invite over you for lunch, for dinner, or etc. So the persons will ask you, what are you doing in the evening? So how do they ask you? Was machen Sie am Abend? What are you going to do in the evening? So your answer can be Ich am Abend gehe ich in die Disco or ins Restaurant. Am Abend gehe ich in a grocery store, or you are at a stationery shop and you want to know the cost of something, right? Again, you in English, of course, we know to ask is how much does this XYZ cost? The German, how do you ask this question is wie viel kostet das Buch? Wie viel kostet das Buch? So the answer to the question would be das Buch kostet 2 Euro, which is the book costs 2 euros. Right? Now the third question. You want to ask a person when does a particular event begin. So how do you ask the person? Wie viel Uhr beginnt der Film? When does the film begin? Right? Wie viel Uhr beginnt der Film? So the answer to it is der Film beginnt 8 Uhr. The answer can also differ based on the question. Somebody can ask you, wie viel Uhr kommt der Bus? What time does the bus come? So your answer can be remain same. Der Bus kommt 8 Uhr. Alright. So now we go to the next question, which is 1. You want to know what time or when is a particular event happening. So the first question is, 1 beginnt die Schule. This literally translates to when does the school begin? So the answer to it is die Schule beginnt 9 Uhr. Yes, die Schule beginnt 9 Uhr. Now you are at the station. You're waiting either for your flight, you're waiting for your train, or you're waiting for a bus. How do you ask a question? So you can say, wann kommt der Zug, der Bus oder der Flug? So the person can reply it as, der Zug kommt um 17:30 Uhr. Yes, I repeat, der Zug kommt um 17:30 Uhr. Okay, so this is the summary of what we have learned today. The basic questions are the same as what we have the basic questions in English, which is how, when, where, what, and who. This also are the basic questions in Germany and in German language as well for a conversation or for day-to-day purposes. So the basic sums up to wo, which is where, where, which is who, was, which is what, and wann, which is when. So we can go through the revision questions about it again. For wo is wo wohnen Sie? It says, where do you live? Oder woher kommen Sie? Which says, where do you come from? The next question is where. Where is who? So where heißen deine Eltern? Oder where heißen ihre Eltern? So the answer to it would be, meine Mutter heißt Padmini und mein Vater heißt Suresh. Or where ist die Pizza? So the pizza is eaten by whom? So you can also answer, ich esse die Pizza. Now the third question what we looked into was was, which translates to what. So the first and the most conversation striking question, as I told you, was was machen Sie, which is what do you do? Correct? So was machen Sie? Ich bin Studentin und ich studiere in der Uni, oder ich arbeite bei der Firma Audi. The last and important another question is one, which translates to when. Like one beginnt their film. Their film beginnt 10 Uhr. The movie begins at 10 o'clock. And then it is like again, when does a train or my bus arrive? It is wann kommt der Zug oder when kommt der Bus. And apart from this, the most important questions is, how will you ask a name of a person, which is wie heißen Sie? The reply to it which you can give is, ich heiße Priyanka. And if you have to ask a person about how is he or she doing, you will be asking, wie heißen Sie? I repeat, wie heißen Sie ist for what is your name, and to ask the person he or she about his health, you will have to say, wie geht es Ihnen? Yes, with this we are ending the conversation here. I hope you have got the basic fundamental questions that have been asked or used widely and commonly in Germany to have around a hassle-free experience. I would invite now the questions coming from the audience, which I would be happy to give the answers for. Okay. So in German language, all the nouns have a gender. They are all gender oriented. Even your phone, even a watch, even a car, they are all gender oriented. And based on that, if it is the thing is a masculine gender, it is there. If the thing is a female gender, it is the. If it is a masculine gender, the noun belongs to a masculine category. It is as thus. So this is how you will use der, die, and das based on the gender differentiations of the noun. I hope I have cleared this. Yeah, Tushar has a question. What are the books we could refer for learning A1 level of exams? So A1 level of exam books will always be recommended by your instructor through which you are going to take the German course. He or she will definitely recommend a book which you can refer it and start learning German. Mr. Tushar, the modal verb is another topic in German, which you will, of course, Moyasten and Kyonen are the modal verbs. And the usage of modal verbs differs if it is a slightly different from the usage of the regular verbs, how you use in German. This is an entirely altogether a different topic, which which we can discuss it later in the next session. Yeah, we have a question more. Can you suggest some good German movies? You can always use Netflix or Amazon. Watch movies based on your interest with English subtitles on to get a better hang and better understanding of the movie and also of the language as well. The movies will be based on your interest definitely. We will be starting a new Nebula Talk sessions for A1 levels and A2 levels, which you can enroll and we can have more sessions like this way. And you can master the language A1 and A2 levels. Nebula will soon be launching the talks. Okay, so I think I have answered most of the questions and also given you an insight as to what are the most common used questions in German. If you further wish to enroll for your German lessons, please do visit the Nebula websites, look at your convenient time, and do book and register with us. With this, I thank you and would want to end the call. It was a very nice session and nice having to talking to you. Thank you and bye bye. Hoping to see you soon next time.